well, Jake might chime in on this. We're making progress and finally, in finalizing the 2 IMAs with the town for the sewer outfall and the, the sampling, the town's new sampling point. We're getting close, we're closer. So hopefully we'll get that wrapped up. We might have the sampling point one ready for you in 2 weeks to approve. They have authorized the mayor to sign. Because, as Jake might want to chime in, they went down there today with Matt and Higgins to make sure they understood what exactly it is that the town wants and why the engineering is going to be $9,500. And I think that's what the town's waiting for. The draft of the IMA is all done. I think they were holding back just to make sure the village was okay paying the $9,500 for the engineering before they go and hire B&L, sign a contract with B&L for the $9,500.
Yeah, we, as Don said, we met down there today, got clarification on exactly what they're looking for, and it's basically a recreation of what's there over 6 or 8 feet away. The current sampling location is where our both the plant effluents combined. They have to move far enough away that they're getting just the town effluent, and the village would sample just the village effluent. It makes sense what they want to do there, and it's essentially, excavating around the side of the pipe and putting either a precast or a pour in place or a cast in place rectangular box around a pipe going through, and then cutting the top of the pipe off to expose it. Our initial thought was, if you just need a sampling location, you need something to get a sampler down in. But there is, maintenance sometimes on those samplers. Someone's not getting in there, but you can see the pipe, you can see where the sample is. If it's, because they're just a plastic tube that goes down and picks up. So, with the longer exposed area, you'd be able to see where that tube is, make sure it didn't ride up on something or some debris, limb fell in somewhere, something gets caught on it, and you'd be able to get that out. So it makes sense, long story short, what they're asking for and what they're proposing, and I'm comfortable if we can, send them a letter. I think that was discussed a couple meetings ago about sending a letter authorizing the start of that 1 through 3, which is the design and the engineering for it, and then they'll return back with, okay, here's what we need to do, and then there'll be a construction estimate. Doesn't seem like a real heavy lift, and I think with most of the engineering firms, $9,500 is, if you ask them to look at anything, it's probably about, because they look at it with an engineer's eyes, which I think are different than the rest of us, but hopefully that for the engineering part of it prevents any issues down the road, because they kind of overthink things, and I think I suffer that same affliction sometimes, so I don't want to cast stones.
So if this board would authorize either Jake or myself to either send a letter and email to Art Patron and Charlie Genesi at the town that the village is okay with the $9,500, I think that'll finalize that IMA. And then there'll be another estimate after B&L does their engineering. There'll be an engineer's estimate for the cost, which again is subject to the village reviewing for reasonableness. And that'll be another separate authorization to I said the bottom line is the village doesn't want to write a blank check. We want our engineers to look at what their engineer's doing to make sure and it's reasonable. And so far, Matt has said what they're doing is reasonable. So I don't know if you want to take a formal vote to authorize us to okay the 95. The town will, the contract's with the town, but the agreement is that the village will reimburse the town.
Yeah.
And it's money that can come out of the sewer upgrade funds, the interest-free loan thing.
I'll make that motion if we can.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.